South Florida is now in the cone of concern or uncertainty for Hurricane Eta. Here is a look at Eta's latest path, and you can see it is currently hovering over Central America.
Yeah, so here is some of the damage done by the powerful hurricane. This is last night. Eta crawled inland from the coast, and it's moving west at about 6 miles per hour. So let's send things over to NBC6 meteorologist Angie Lastman. And Angie, when should we expect this hurricane to possibly hit South Florida?
Well, the important thing to note is there's a lot of uncertainty, guys. Also, it won't be a hurricane, at least at this time. We're talking about a tropical storm right now and a tropical storm potentially down the line for South Florida. We just have to really wait and see. Either way, though, rain chances are increasing as we get into the weekend and beyond. So that is the time period that we'll watch for. Locally, another breezy, mainly dry day. Most rain remains to our south, but we'll track a couple of these lighter showers. But Eta is going to really ramp up those rain chances by the time we get into late into the weekend and into early next week. Let's check in on that 10 a.m. advisory for this system. Tropical Storm Eta with winds of 50 miles per hour and moving west at 7 miles per hour. That westward motion isn't going to last much longer. Instead, we're going to start to see this system take a northerly turn and then an easterly turn and end up re-emerging out into portions of the Caribbean Sea. What does that do for intensity? Well, it looks like it ramps it up. You can see we go from 35 mile per hour winds of a tropical depression to 40 and 45 mile per hour winds as we get into late portions of Saturday and into Sunday. Now, once we get into Sunday, it'll interact likely with portions of Cuba. What it'll do to it, that's hard to say. There's, again, a lot of uncertainty with timing, track, etc. as we get into the late portions of the weekend. But what you'll note is that we could potentially be talking about a tropical storm near us. And either way, we're adding rain chances and inches to that rain here as we get into the next couple of days. So when all is said and done, some of these models are pumping out 4 and 5 inches of rain. You know, we've had tons of rain over the past couple of weeks, so we already have saturated ground. So we'll watch for those flooding concerns and potentially gusty wind concerns. Right now, wind gusts are very impressive still. 35 mile per hour wind gusts in Pompano Beach, 35 for Opa-locka, even down through the Keys, 25 and 30 mile per hour winds. So you know it's not a great beach day, even though it's going to be mainly dry. We'll have a lot of cloud cover, but we'll also be talking about a small craft advisory. Why? Winds are keeping our seas at 5 to 9 feet if you're off Miami-Dade and Broward coastline, and down through Monroe County, 8 to 12 feet. So something to note, dangerous rip currents as well. First alert Doppler 6000 only showing a couple of those showers. You might run into a few of these sprinkles through the later portions of your day today, but overall it's a mainly dry day, but you'll have plenty of cloud cover to deal with. Getting into tomorrow, here's what happens. We start to ramp up those rain chances. You can see it on your future tracker through the rest of your Thursday and into the second half of the day. We'll be dealing with showers, potentially some thunderstorms as well. But it's the extended forecast of Thursday rain, Friday rain, Saturday, Sunday. You get the picture. We roll into early next week with a good chance of rain and elevated winds. We will be closely watching Eta to see exactly how it interacts with Caribbean and with Cuba and where it lands as far as intensity and timing for impacting us here in South Florida. But the main thing to note, rain chances increasing this weekend, and you'll want to stay connected, of course, with your first alert forecasters here at NBC6. Guys.